Happy Sunday, you guys. Happy Sunday. Volume is up. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day. Happy June 16th, you guys. Happy Sunday. We are back with another night of me talking and rambling about the real estate market, right? As the real estate market turns upside down. Boom. That's what it's called. As the world turns upside down. So happy Sunday, you guys. You know, I always like to come on here a few minutes early just to make sure all the lights and audio are working. If you are here, make sure to let me know if you can hear me and see me. Got the lights going up on a Sunday. If y'all can hear me and see me clearly, welcome everybody. Look, I'm typing in the chat. Let everybody come on here. I know everybody's getting the alert now that I've gone live. Thank you, Kimberly M., for hearing me and seeing me. I know you got to let me know where y'all are from. Tell me where you're from. All good. You hear it? Come on, Sonia, who's moving to Poland but lives in Oakland. I know your whole life story. I know your whole life. Happy Sunday, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad everybody can hear me, see me. Detroit, Los Angeles. So that's like the Midwest. That's the West Coast. Atlanta, the ATL. Everywhere, you guys. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day. Happy June 16th. Hello. We're just happy we're here, right? On a Sunday. It is June. Can y'all believe it? Like 2024 is almost over. Foreclosure numbers came out this week. We'll go over that. Charlotte. Why did I think you were from where did I get Oakland from? I don't know. Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, but I know you're going to Poland though. I got that right. Memphis, that's right. My neighbor here in Memphis with me. We got about a minute. Let everybody get on here. Foreclosure numbers are out, like top cities, top states with the most foreclosures. They went up a little bit. St. Louis, I see you. They went up a little bit for the month of May. So we can go over those, see if your city or your state is on the list. I got you. Mesa, Arizona. I got you. Y'all have auctions too. Y'all go in foreclosure too over there in Mesa, Arizona. I see you. We'll check out that auction list today and see what's going on there. We got about a minute left. So yes, foreclosure numbers are out. Commercial real estate. Oh, I've got to show y'all a couple articles. You know, I said I'm going to try to have like an itinerary, a schedule that we follow when I get on here, but I always get off the schedule, right? But I'm going to try to have a flow. But I don't never follow the flow. I don't never do it. But I'm going to try to be more organized. So it is 8 o'clock, you guys. 8 o'clock. Let's jump in. Let me do my introduction in case you are new here and you've never seen me before. And you're like, who is this girl talking? So, you guys, Buffalo, New York. What's up? So we got the East Coast, like the Northeast. We got California. We got Arizona. We got North Carolina. We got Atlanta and St. Louis and Detroit. We represent, and Memphis. Let's not forget Memphis. I'm sure the Florida people will jump on here. You know, they probably like at the beach or something because they live in Florida. But not Miami because it's flooding in Miami. See, told you I knew Florida was going to jump always. Florida always, you know, y'all are always here. That's cool. Joan in Texas. Always got to have people represent from Texas. Okay, so you guys, let's jump in real quick. Let me do this introduction and we can start because I'm not going to hold y'all long, even though I say that and then I end up holding y'all long. You know what I mean? Told you, here comes Jacksonville. Don't mention Florida because they're going to come out. They're going to come out the woodworks. So Oregon, okay. Oregon. Okay, you guys, let's do this introduction real quick in case you're new here and you just found me on a Sunday, right? So I'm Ashley Pickens. I'm here in Memphis, Tennessee, you guys. I have been in real estate since 2006. I was about to say 2016, but no, that's wrong. I got licensed in 2006. So I've been licensed almost 18 years at this point as a real estate agent, as a real estate broker, and I'm an auctioneer. That's why I'm your auction mama, right? I'm your auction mama. And so I auction off foreclosures for the banks, basically. I'm at the courthouse. I'm the one that says going once, going twice, sold. That is me who says that. I don't talk super fast, first of all. Um, and I don't take personal checks. I do not take personal checks. So I auction off properties here in Memphis, Shelby County. Sometimes I'm in Mississippi. I'll be in Nashville next week auctioning. So, that's just what I do. I auction off foreclosures. And I try to share with y'all information about auctions, about foreclosures, about all the things on the distressed market because I work the distressed market. That is what I do. And I enjoy it. And I just try to teach y'all everything that I know so y'all can win too. And we can all get a beach house for $22.17. I'm just trying to put us all on. You know what I mean? So let's jump in. I said I was going to try to have a little flow, right? I was going to have like a little work through as I work through different topics. We talk a little bit about real estate news, what's going on with foreclosures. I was going to try to have a flow, right? Because I can be all over the place. So we'll see. Okay. I know we all want one. $22.17 for a house on the beach, like on the beach, like where I got to board up the windows when a hurricane is coming, right? And get on the road and come back to Memphis. But it's going to be right on the beach for $22.19. Boom, right? Because Fannie Mae is selling these notes to these hedge funds, which we got an article to talk about. You see, look how I just kind of circled that all back. I tied it all together. Because if Fannie Mae can sell their notes for 38 cents on the dollar, they can surely, Ashley, they can surely sell me a beach house for $22.17. That's all I'm saying. It makes sense to me. The math is mathing for me and for the rest of us. Raymond with a French name. Yes. And I got your email, Ramon. Of course. The answer is yes. The answer is always yes to your emails. Yes, sure. Whatever you like. So Rusty Pool Tab. Look, I'm gonna do my best to get us these $22.17 houses. Okay. So let's talk about that. I saved some articles. Let's go through some things. We will talk auctions. We'll talk foreclosures. The foreclosure numbers came out for May. They are up a little bit. Shocker. Nobody's surprised. They're not ridiculously high. Like I said, they're not going to be ridiculously high until after the election, right? It is what it is. But they are noticing a spike in foreclosures. So we'll look over those. Let's go through the article together. And if I call out your city and state, then you just say, here I am. My state was called. Okay. But what I was saying, circle back around because I can get off topic, that Fannie Mae selling loans to hedge funds, right? So the company that has been buying, if y'all follow me on YouTube or Instagram, I posted this article. A lot of y'all saw it. Shout out to everybody who saw it. The company that has been buying notes, these non-performing notes, right, came out and said that commercial real estate is in trouble and these regional banks are going to start collapsing. So let me take y'all through that real quick because I got to keep y'all up on what's going on behind the scenes, right? So let me share this article with you and then we will move along to foreclosures, auctions, and all the questions that y'all have. Okay, so I bookmarked a couple of these articles. And so let me share my screen real quick. And, y'all got to blink. PIMCO is the name of the blink. If you can see my screen, y'all got to blink for me to let me know that you can see my screen. Let's see who blinks first. You see a little utility cards everywhere. Blink. Thank you, Ramon. I got you. So PIMCO, everybody. Thanks everybody for blinking. Let's talk about it. Warns of more regional bank failures on property pain, right? So PIMCO is this hedge fund. It's a hedge fund, right? Probably backed by, BlackRock, but PIMCO. They've been buying the notes from Fannie Mae, right? So let me look. I'm going to share everything so y'all can see. Follow the story. Follow the trail with me, okay? So let me pull up this article. Boom. Okay, so really quick, close that. Boom. Okay, is everybody with me? It changed. The screen changed again. Welcome everybody. Hello everybody. Thank y'all for blinking and breathing tonight. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Father's Day. Happy Sunday. Happy June 16th. Everything. Happy all the things. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. That too. So here's an article. Fannie Mae announces the results of its 31st reperforming loan sale transaction, right? So like I said, Fannie Mae, is so many of them. Freddie, Fannie, Jenny, all of them. Sally, we don't speak about Sally. We don't talk about Bruno over here, okay? We don't talk about Sally. So, but anyway, Fannie Mae has had so many sales where they sell off their reperforming loans, their non-performing loans. Y'all are like, what's a non-performing loan, Ashley? When people ain't paying, that loan ain't performing, right? So people in foreclosure, people behind on their mortgage, people who have stopped paying their mortgage, loans that they are not making money off of anymore, right? So Fannie Mae has been bundling up all these loans that people have stopped paying on and have started selling them to hedge funds. Does that make sense to any of us? No. Let's all say it together. No. Right? Why would Fannie Mae sell their loans, their default notes, basically, to hedge funds? Because really, what is the play on that? Let's just be honest. What's the play on that? You're selling basically people who are in foreclosure, you're selling their loans to hedge funds, right? So what are they like? What is their play? I mean, they're probably gonna, okay, I can get off and I can get on my rant and my soapbox and all that. It's just not right. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not right. So anyway, PIMCO is one of the people who have been buying these loans, right? The deal announced on April 16th included the sale of 6,484 loans, you guys, totaling $1.47 billion in unpaid principal. Okay, so these are loans that the homeowners have not been paying. And so I guess instead of foreclosing on them or going through the process, they've started bundling them up and selling them to hedge funds. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. So PIMCO is one of the hedge funds that's been buying these notes, basically. And let me drop this article in the chat so y'all can read it. You know what I mean? I want y'all to make sure. Right, Joan, I'm with you, because what is the play on this, right? You're buying some loans. You're buying some properties, because let's just say what it is. You're buying properties. You're buying homes that the people inside are not paying the mortgage on. So honestly, I mean, they're supposed to, and it says in this article, right? They're supposed to follow along with whatever. So the terms of Fannie Mae's reperforming loan sale require the buyer to offer loss mitigation options to anybody who may redefault within 5 years and all that kind of. So basically, if they've got some loss mitigation, if they're in a forbearance or deferment, the hedge fund has to abide by those terms, right? That's what they're supposed to do. But come on, y'all, who's ensuring that the hedge funds are doing what they're supposed to do, right? They could send these people a letter and say, you got 30 days to pay your past due, and if not, you got to get out of that house. You know what I mean? Who's to say that they won't do that? They could be like, here goes some cash for keys, get out that house. Once the deal is sealed and they paid the money, ain't nobody guarding these hedge funds to make sure the people inside of them still, can stay in them. Right. Who watching the watchers? I'm with you, Jim. You know what I mean? So, okay, because I can get off my, because This just lets me know hold on, let me, so y'all, when I put my face in, this just let me know I'm going to get my beach house for $28.17 because this doesn't make sense to me, right? How you going to sell? You know what I mean? First of all, I'm not being insensitive to people who can't pay their mortgage, right? I'm not doing that, right? But if you're going to sell these loans, right? If you're going to sell these properties, sell it to the people, sell it, make it open to us down here who need affordable housing. That's what everybody on TV is talking about, right? Real estate is just unaffordable right now for most people. So how you going to sell these properties to hedge funds for 50% off? Let me get my beach house for $29.13. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Help the people out down here. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all know I can get off my, y'all know what I mean. So anyway, my point was, so PIMCO has been buying all these loans, right? So the winning bidder was Pacific Investment Management Company, whatever, for pools 1, 2, and 3. So they're supposed to close, I guess, this month, right? The loan pool had, this pool had 2,959 loans worth about so the average loan size was, the average property was $225,000. Wouldn't we all like a house for $225,000? You know what I mean? Like, and so, which is, okay, so it says, because it'll tell you how much they bought the first pool. Okay, they bought the first 32% of the BPO. So the broker's price opinion, they got an agent to come out there, do an appraisal on it, see how much it's worth. They bought them for 32 cents. 32% of what they were actually worth. Y'all understand that, right? So 32, if it's $100,000 house, they got it for what? $32,000. Like, really, like, give me my beach house for $19.12 is what I'm saying. But anyway, my point is, I digress. Just wanted to share this with you. The company that has been buying, PIMCO, came out this week and said there's going to be more regional bank failures, right? Because they're the ones that have pulled back the veil, basically, right? And sees all these defaulted loans. They see what's really going on. We don't see what's going on, but they see it because they're the ones buying it, right? And so it's probably like one of those where they're like, oh, so you bought 15,000 of our loans. We got some more. You want to buy some more? And they're probably like, well, how many more you got? You know, it's like when you go to the store and you're like, y'all got some more in the back. I want these, but y'all got some more in the back. And they like, yeah, we got some more in the back. And then you look in the back and you like, oh, it's a whole lot. I feel like that's how PIMCO is. They probably like, oh, we didn't know it was that many, right? We can only buy so many. And they're probably saying, even if we bought a bunch of them, we still not buying enough of, we can't buy all of them, you know? So the article says they expect more regional bank failures in the U.S. because a very high concentration of trouble. We all know commercials in trouble. We all know that, right? The real wave of distress is just starting, right? So I was like, they must, and that's what I posted. I was like, they must know something, or they must see something, you know. I mean, but we all know commercials in trouble. Everybody knows commercial is in trouble. So I just thought it was very interesting that they actually came out. The people who actually get the discount on the properties are like, even with the discounts, we can't buy them all, right? It's even too many for us, even at the price we're getting them at, right? So, so it also says regional banks were also the only lenders that didn't demand extra down payments from commercial property borrowers. Deposit taking institutions face an estimated $441 billion wall of maturing property debt this year. So all I'm going to say is be careful, you know, commercial. We all know commercial, but, you know, I just thought that was a very interesting article because, you know, when I saw PIMCO, I'm just kidding. PIMCO. I was like, they the ones buying it. So they must really say, it's a lot more than we thought back there, right? Like, you're right. It's always worse than what they ain't gonna never tell us. I always think about and if you watch the Inside Job, the movie I always talk about, I always think about like the last housing crash where everything was still good, like that Friday before, like they were rating all the banks, like had A+ ratings and everything was all good. And then Monday morning, everybody, Lehman Brothers filed bankruptcy, like the market crashed, right? But they were telling us everything was great, but behind closed doors, they were working out a bankruptcy deal. Like they were trying to get people to, you know what I mean? But to the media and to the news, it's like, everything's fine. Everything's great. So, just another crack in the foundation that I found for us. You know what I mean? So, let me catch up on y'all's comments. I'm sorry, you guys. If I get to talking and I can't read the comments and talk, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we getting this $12.85. Bankers only help out other bankers. I know, right? Until they be without a job, until the bankers don't have jobs and they get laid off, right? Because every time I pull up at the bank, it's real empty. It's really empty at the banks that I go to. So, welcome from South Carolina. Watch The Big Short. Yes. You watch The Inside Job? Yeah, until the last. Watch The Inside Job. The Inside Job starts off really slow, but it gets good, right? It gets greater later, but it starts off really good. I love The Inside Job. It will piss you off, but it's a really good movie. Watch The Big Short. Yep. I love The Big Short, 99 Homes, and The Inside Job. Some really good movies to watch, real estate movies. Because y'all know I'm like obsessed with the real estate crash. So let's talk about foreclosure numbers came out. I just wanted to share that information with you. I'm going to drop did I share with y'all Fannie Mae's so y'all can see how many loans and auctions and bids that they have had. And so y'all can see they're supposed to, hold on, I'll share this one more time and then we'll go to something else. I was just going to say they're supposed to, they say the bidding is open for nonprofits, minority-owned businesses, all that. I have yet to see a nonprofit, minority-owned business get a win any of these properties. That's all I'm saying. I need to be a nonprofit, minority-owned business and see if they'll give me a loan for 38% off. You know what I mean? I mean, 38% of the sale price. I feel like I qualify for that. We all qualify for that. Somebody start a nonprofit. Look, I'll be on the board. And we can bid on these properties. Look, we might not can buy 27,000, but you know what I mean? If they selling them for 38 cents on the dollar, we might can do a little something. We got to see what they got in the back though, because So I'm about to share my screen and we can talk about foreclosure numbers. And we will see if anybody whose state made the cut, right? Let's see. Yes. You send out letters. I got my letters. I need to send them out in the morning. I just got to seal them up. That's what I got to do. But I did print them out. I printed them out. I got to fold them up for everybody who's asking. And let me do this real quick because y'all going to ask. Hold on. If you come on this live on Sunday, y'all are like, Ashley, I've already heard that before. I know it's a lot of new people who haven't heard it. So y'all just going to have to hold tight if you've heard what I'm about to say. Which is the name that you said, 99 Homes. I'll show y'all. I'll go through the three real quick. But 99 Homes, it's got a lot of profanity in it. So don't watch it with your kids unless you use profanity with your kids. But 99 Homes has a lot of profanity. Like they say the F word a lot. They do. Anyway, she brought up the letters. Let me just go over this because I get questions every day in my inbox, in my text messages, DMs. Y'all always asking me about these letters that I send out, right? Oh, yeah, you're going to cry on 99 Homes. Your blood pressure is going to be high on 99 Homes. It's a heavy kind of movie. It's good, but your blood pressure going to be up, right? It's not like a feel-good rom-com. It's none of that. Just letting you know. So your blood pressure going to be high and you're probably going to be upset and you're probably going to cry. So Good movie though, and profanity. When it comes to the letters, everybody knows that I work the distressed market, right? I reach out to homeowners that are in pre-foreclosure, um, probate, heirship, boom. I reach out to them to offer my assistance. My methodology is lead with love. I lead with love. I am not your typical, and I'm not, no shade to anybody. I'm not the I buy your house quick, cash, close quick. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm not that. I am an how can I help you? How can I offer you assistance kind of person. So I mail letters. This is what she's talking about. I mail letters every single week. I've been doing it for 3 years. I reach out to the homeowners that are in distress, right? So, but let me get to the point that I'm trying to make. I mail the same letter to everybody. And this is the thing that y'all ask me. If I'm hand writing letters, I do not, you guys. My letter is exactly the same. The light is kind of bright on it. My letter, it's one page and it says hello. Hello. That's all it says. Hello from the other side, right? It says hello. I don't have dear homeowner, dear current residents, hello, Mr. Smith, hello, Mr. Jackson. It says hello because I print out a bunch of these, right? The only thing that changes for me is I do hand address my envelopes. I hand address the envelopes, okay? So that's just a word to everybody who wants to mail. I use bright envelopes. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them at Dollar Tree. It doesn't matter. I hand address my envelopes, but my letters are the same. Boom. Okay, so moving right along, shout out to everybody. Like 200 of y'all have bought these letters. I hope y'all are mailing. That's all I got to say. So I got a mail in the morning. Mentorship is this week, you guys. Mentorship is this week. It starts, well, this week on Wednesday. So I would like to join your pre-foreclosure. Are you able to break down what we could learn on how to approach leads and options we can give them? Absolutely. So real quick, and I know y'all are like, get back to the topic. Y'all, let me answer these questions, okay? Because I know a lot of y'all have the same questions that are over here, and then we will jump back in, I swear. So now she's talking about she got the pre-foreclosure letters. I made some examples for you, right, of what you can send to a homeowner. You just pick the ones you want to send, print them out, put your name at the bottom of it, and then mail them yourself, right? That's what I made some templates. You pick the one that resonates with your soul, right? They've got different kind of tones to them. So you pick the one that resonates with your soul. If you have got the letters from me, email me and I'll send you my exact letter. Everybody knows that. If you reach out to me, I will send you my exact letter that I send to people, right? After you've got the letters. But that is what I do. So I'll put the link up, you guys. I'll put the link up so y'all can grab them. So I have pre-foreclosure letters. I have probate, heirship letters. And then, y'all, I know I've been working on this vacant driving for dollar letter forever. I'm going to get it done this week. Now, pre-foreclosures. That's the other thing y'all ask me about. And then we will jump back in to talk about real estate. I swear. I promise we will. So I made a course, right? Because I had mentorship going on. You guys, mentorship used to be every Wednesday. And then I finally figured out, do you really need me for a mentorship, you guys? Do you really need me for a mentorship? So I made a course, right? I made a course, the foreclosure marketing blueprint course. And I go through everything that I do to market to pre-foreclosures here, right? So I mail, right? That's just one of my methods that I do. I reach out to distressed homeowners 4 different ways. I hit them up. I get them when that public notice goes out, right? That public notice goes out 30 days before their auction. 30 days. I mean, I got 4 weeks. So I hit them every single week, all the way up until their auction, right? So that's what I put in my course. Letters. I show you exactly what I do. I show you exactly where to find the public notices. When you get the course, you get the letters, right? And then I go through my other marketing methods with you, like walk you through them. If you know me, I am thorough. It's a video. I show you all the platforms, what I say, everything in the course. Get the course. That's all you need. Now, If you feel like you just need me, some of y'all just want me, right? Then you can get in the mentorship, right? The mentorship is 12 weeks. It'll probably be like 16 weeks or 18 weeks. It'll be at least 12 weeks. Once you sign up, you just be in it you just be in it forever. I got people still in the mentorship that signed up last year, right? Because once you in, that's just me, right? I'll be like, you can keep on coming. I don't care. So now the mentorship, we meet every Wednesday. Like I go over scripts with you. You call me. You're like, Ashley, a homeowner, call me. What do I say? Boom. We go over stuff like that. I think a lot of people, when it comes to making offers on properties, right? Like if you get a homeowner on the phone, you're like, what do I say? And then when they're like, yes, you're like, how much do I offer? You know, that's kind of like mentorship. I bring guest people in, I bring investors in, I bring funding people in to the mentorship so we can talk and go over stuff. So that's the mentorship, right? But honestly, y'all just get the course. You could just do the course. And then that's if you're like self-disciplined and can work your, but the course, get the course, right? Or maybe get the course and then figure out if you need me. If you get the course, then you're like, Ashley, I really want the mentorship. Then reach out to me and I'll be like, okay, I'll give you a discount because you got the course, right? It's like, hold on. And it's a code it's always a code, right? I'm always going to give y'all a coupon code. Because I don't know. Y'all are, I remember starting and not having money and stuff like that. So I don't ever like try to charge y'all like ridiculous prices. Because I know these gurus out here busting y'all heads on stuff, right? And that's why I come on here Sundays and just try to teach y'all as much as I can teach you and show you so for free. So y'all can just do it. You know what I mean? Okay, so there it is. There's what it is. I'll share the links with y'all. And ask me, I'll give y'all the codes and all that kind of stuff. It's always a coupon code. It's like thank you or Tuesday or something. Just ask me for a code. There's the link, you guys. All the stuff is in there. I think the course code is like Tuesday or Travis. I got some coupon codes. Tuesday or Travis. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, you just answered my question. Yes, so we're good. Where's the link? Okay, boom. There's the link. I'll pin it to the top. Everything you want is on there. Everything. The letters are on there. The blueprint is the course. And then it'll say 12-week mentorship. Boom, 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 boom. You got it all. There. Let's go back. Let's jump on back in. If you got questions, email me. You know what I mean? Codes Tuesday. I think the code is Tuesday and Travis. Because I made a code for Travis when I was on his show. So use those codes. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen. Let's jump back into foreclosure numbers, you guys. Yeah, it is Tuesday or Travis, Maria. Tuesday or Travis. The auction course code is thank you. Thank you is the auction course. Okay, y'all, let's get back into y'all know I just be wanting to talk, but I know y'all have these questions, so I want to answer all the questions that you have and all that kind of stuff. This is probably the last, not probably, this is the last mentorship for 2024. It will probably run from now until September. I'm going to be honest. I'm not doing anything fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, I'm not doing anything mentorship that fourth quarter. I'm not. I know I'm not. So this is the last one of 2024. I might be back 2025 with a mentorship, but I'll still come on Sundays and all that. But fourth quarter, it's the holidays. It's so much going on then. So this is the last one for 2024. So it will probably run until September. So let's jump into foreclosures. If you see your city, your state, y'all let me know. You know what I mean? So let me know if the screen changed. I got to blink to blink, 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 blink. For me, if y'all can see it, let me know, let me know, let me know. And then we will jump in. Blink. Thank you, Raymond, for blinking for me. Okay. There y'all go. I put some links in there for you. Okay. Boom. Replace pinned. Boom. Okay. I pinned all the links for you. I pinned it. So let's jump in and let's talk about where the foreclosures are increasing for May, you guys. Let's talk about foreclosures are increasing for May. So it says For May foreclosure market report, there are a total of 32,621 properties with foreclosure filings. Okay, so filings are default notices, scheduled auctions, or bank repossessions. I've talked about this before. There's 3 phases of foreclosure, right? Come on in here, Granny. Come on in here. 3 phases of foreclosure. Default notices, schedule. So when that first default notice is filed, when they schedule your auction, and when the bank repossesses it. So a property can have 15 filings on it. I've said this before. During the last housing crash, it was like 2 million properties were in a million properties were in foreclosure with 2 million filings. And you're like, how can you have 2 million filings? But a property can go into foreclosure, right? They'll file that first notice, right? And then maybe that homeowner will go into forbearance, and they'll come out of forbearance, right? And then go back into foreclosure. And so they file that notice again, right? Or they can get their auction scheduled, and then they file bankruptcy. And right, I see people all the time, they go into bankruptcy, they come out of bankruptcy, and go back into foreclosure again. So they start that process all over again. So a property can have a ton of filings on it, okay? So, but right now we have 32,621 properties with somewhere in the foreclosure process right now, supposedly for the month of May. I will tell you, it is more than 32,000 people with foreclosure filings or that are behind on their mortgage. There's probably at least, I don't know, you guys, probably 6 to 8 million, 8 to 10 million. It just depends on where you are on that spectrum. Some people are like, it's 1 million people behind on their mortgage. Some people are like, it's 4 to 6 million people behind on their mortgage. Some people are like, it's 8 to 10 million people that are behind on their mortgage. I probably fall on that. HUD's report says 4 million people. Their housing survey says 4 million people are behind on their mortgage. And I'm always like, you got to multiply by 2. So I don't know. I think I'd probably say about at least 6 to, it's so many people who have not paid their mortgage since COVID. Like, I see it every single day. People who have not paid their mortgage since COVID that are not in foreclosure, right? So if you're talking about actual foreclosure, yeah, it might only be this many. But if we're talking about how many people are behind on their mortgage, millions of people are behind on their mortgage. I would probably say 8 to 10 million people are behind on their mortgage right now. I would say that. We have, y'all know the numbers. It's 40 million people with mortgages on their house. I think it's 40 million. 40 million? 40? I got to look at the numbers. I'll verify that in a few minutes. So, is it 40? Don't worry, I'll verify it. Y'all know my mind has so many numbers in it. But I would say about 8 to 10 million people are behind on their mortgage right now, for sure. Over a year behind on their mortgage, for sure. I would willing to put money on that. So let's move right along. Let's see who's got the most foreclosures right now. New Jersey, Illinois, Delaware. It's always the same states. Always the same states, honestly. Nationwide, let's see. Nationwide, highest foreclosure rates. New Jersey. Anybody live in New Jersey? Close to New Jersey? I know we do. Illinois, 1 in every 2,000. Yeah. Delaware, Connecticut, and Florida. We all know Florida's struggling right now. Shout out to Florida because I love Florida. But I know y'all struggling in real estate right now. Y'all getting hit from every angle right now, real estate in Florida. HOA, taxes, insurance, everything is going on in Florida right now. 8 to 10. Yeah, I definitely think it's 8 to 10 million people. For sure. I'd be willing to put money on that. If Mr. Cooper JP Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, if they could share their defaulted numbers, for sure. And then PIMCO just came out with what they seen in commercial. Yeah, it's for sure. I would say 8 to 10 million people are behind on their mortgage, at least a year. At least a year behind on their mortgage right now. Yeah, Florida, they got so much going on in Florida. Condos, everything. And I love Florida. Shout out, because we got so many viewers on here from Florida. Hello, Mariella. I did that kind of, yeah. So let's keep going. I'm looking at y'all's comments. Okay, so we got among the 224 metropolitan areas with at least 200,000 highest foreclosure rates: Longview, Texas; Trenton, New Jersey, 1 in every 1,400; Atlantic City, New Jersey; Lakeland, Florida; and Bakersville, California. So those are highest foreclosure rates. Okay, cities with at least 1 million people with the worst foreclosure rates: Chicago, stay on the list; Philadelphia, stay on the list; Riverside, Jacksonville, Florida; and Las Vegas, Nevada. Y'all living there, y'all better be getting on PropWire trying to reach out to these people in foreclosure. They're trying real hard not to foreclose on people. So they're just buying, I think, homeowners time right now, until the election. But hopefully people are taking advantage of whatever they can take advantage of, right? If you're getting assistance, if you need to sell your house, whatever you need to do, like if you're behind on your mortgage, do it, right? Because they've given you time to do it, because they're really not trying to foreclose on anybody. Honestly, the banks don't want these houses. That's another reason why I'm gonna get my beach house for $19.12. Because banks, I know y'all don't want these houses. Let me get mine. I'm telling you. I was wondering why I'm seeing pre-foreclosed that with no auction day. They ain't trying to foreclose on these people. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like once we start, right? I think, I can always imagine like Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, all of them over there like looking at their spreadsheets and default notices, because they know how many people are not paying their mortgage, right? I'm sure they're over there looking like, how many you got? I got a whole bunch. Me too. And it's like one of those things, like once you start the machine of foreclosing on people, it's just no turning back, right? Like once we start foreclosing, once we give you the green light, boom, that's it, So I don't know, and they know. We know on this channel, we know. I'm reading your comment. How are we gonna get this beach house for $100? Look, what do I tell y'all? Negotiate with these banks. That's gonna be the plan. Negotiate with these banks. Don't know how I feel about that. Negotiate, especially if it's an REO property. Y'all saw your girl is listing an REO property, my first one, because y'all know that's the plan. Look, hold on. Y'all know I get distracted and have to put my big face on it. Y'all know that's my plan. Like, it's not like it's a secret plan, because it's 124 y'all on here right now. But my plan is, and I'll share it with y'all, right? My game plan is to, y'all know I work the distressed market. I want to be that person you go to if you're in foreclosure, if your house, if you want to sell it. Like, I want to be that go-to person. I also want to make these relationships with the banks, right? Because I need to go to the source, right? You got to go to the source. So if it's not the distressed homeowner, then I need to go to the banks too. I want those relationships with the banks, right? And being an auctioneer, I'm already like got relationships with the foreclosure attorneys because I'm an auctioneer too. It's like, that's the game plan for me. And then, you keep the properties that you want, you sell the ones that you don't want. But for me, it's, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, right? Because once the ceiling falls out or once foreclosures start picking up, everybody's going to be like, I'm a foreclosure expert. Everybody's going to be like, I do short sales. Everybody's going to be like, call me. So you can't wait until that happens, right? You got to, and Most people, I have agents call me all the time. Ashley, I just found out my seller is in foreclosure. What do I do? Right? Most people don't even know, right? You don't want to be that person trying to figure it out as it's happening, right? Because by the time you figure it out, it's already done passed half the time, right? So you got to get ready. You got to stay ready and build these relationships and know how to talk to the banks and know, like, I already got my like spreadsheet of who I talk to at the bank, right? Volunteer mortgage. This is who I email. If I get a homeowner and they say their mortgage is with volunteer mortgage or SPS or Mr. Cooper, they already have the contact. I'm like, don't worry about it. I already know who these people here. I know who to send the contract to, right? But you got to build and prepare. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing. And that's what I try to teach y'all to do too. You know what I mean? Come on, $16. That's what I'm talking about. Can I get $14? Like, we gonna be auctioned over here. Can I get a $14? 14. Can you link the article about banks selling? Yep. I think I did, but let me, anything for you, Granny. Hold on. Y'all, I call Neck Hammock, we call her Granny. If you just coming to this channel, I know y'all are like, why does she keep calling this lady Granny? Granny be over here. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting the article really quickly so everybody can read it. And y'all go back. It tells all the sales, right? It'll be like the 21st sale was sold to this people. This is how many loans. A lot of times it will tell you where the loans were. It'll be like this pool of loans was sold in New Jersey, or it was a pool of loans from New Jersey. It'll tell you where the houses are. So look, if you live in New Jersey and you behind on your mortgage, be careful, because Blackstone might own your mortgage now. It might put you out. You know what I mean? So just be careful, because you never know who's servicing your loans anymore. Here it comes. Okay, here it is. And then we'll jump back into the foreclosure numbers. Boom. There's the article. I dropped it in the chat so everybody can go take a look at that article about Fannie Mae selling their loans to hedge funds. Now, back to, so that was my game plan. That's my plan to take over the world. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Sure, a lot of time, but when I look on our bank on such as well, I'm not saying it. Yep, you just bookmark them. Just bookmark them. Check back. You know what I mean? A lot of them, they're like, again, REOs aren't, and who knows? If they selling them to like Blackstone and these hedge funds, are the people down, are we going to see them? You know what I mean? So that you got to have different angles. Look, we got to come from different sides. So if we can't get at the bank, you're going to have to go to the homeowners, you guys. We're going to have to figure out another route, but we can't just not do anything, right? So we just hit from each angle. Talk to the homeowners that are in distress. If you can't talk to them, try to work it out with the bank. You know what I mean? If you can't do that, go to the auction and make friends with people at the auction. You know what I mean? We just got to figure it out. But we don't take no for an answer, right? That's what we don't do. So we just going to figure it out. So, okay, back to the article. Y'all blinking. Can y'all see the article? Look, article up. You're doing it. Yeah. We just got to prepare. You know what I mean? Prepare. And like I always say, like the last housing downturn, I'm not saying the market's going to crash. Do I think there will be foreclosure? For sure. But during the last downturn, a lot of us weren't even in position to take advantage of the last of 2008, right? But a ton of people who were in position got paid in 2008. A lot of people made money in 2008. So all I'm saying is, y'all, this might be our opportunity. That's all I'm saying. I don't know when the next one is coming, but the last one was what, 2006, 2008. Look, it's been almost 20 years. So, all I'm saying is this might be our turn. It's our turn, So stay ready. You don't have to get ready. That's all I'm saying. You got to get in the game to win the game. Got to get off the bench. Never mind. Let me stop with all my analogies. Okay. Okay, so greatest number of foreclosure starts. So like I said, you guys, foreclosure starts, that is that first filing. Once they get behind, it's usually 3 months a homeowner gets behind, and then the bank will file that first foreclosure notice, usually 3 months. But these people behind years. I feel like the people who are in foreclosure now have just been behind so long, like for years, and now the banks are foreclosing on them. So foreclosure starts 22,385 properties for the month of May. Lenders started the foreclosure process. I started in the middle of that sentence. They started the foreclosure process on 22,385 properties in May, which is up 3% from last month. So states that had the greatest number of foreclosure starts, we got Florida at the top of the list. Florida stayed at the top of the list. 2,750 foreclosure starts. Texas with 2,560. California with 2,370. Illinois with 1,427. And New Jersey with 1,219 new foreclosures for May. The cities with at least 1 million people, we got New York City. It's always the same ones. New York City alone had 1,400 foreclosure starts. Chicago, Illinois had 1,200. Houston, Texas had 915. Miami, Florida on the list. Miami has been on this list for the last year, I think. Miami been hitting this foreclosure list. 750 foreclosure starts. And Philadelphia, Pennsylvania had 713 new foreclosures for the month of May. Y'all know where these cities are? Just kidding. Y'all heard of Houston, Texas, and Miami? Anybody's state makes the list. Foreclosure repossession. So that is the final stage of foreclosure, you guys. Lenders repossessed. That means they went up for auction and probably did not sell at auction. They were repossessed by the bank. They repossessed 2,000. So nothing. Not nothing, but y'all know what I mean. 2,000 properties for the whole United States. Those are REO properties, right? That's why you're not seeing anything on what website you just say you looked at and didn't see anything on it. You said Wells Fargo, Bank of America. One of them. That's why, because they're not, they're not on there. States, because they probably selling them to hedge funds. PIMCO buying them. States that had the greatest number of REOs. California had 254. If you follow me on Instagram, y'all know I'm going to do a video on all of this, on all of these. And y'all are more than welcome to do videos too with the information. Illinois had 254 REOs. Pennsylvania, 238. Ohio had 177. And Texas with 167. Cities with more than 1 million people. Chicago, Illinois with, didn't I just say Chicago? Oh, no, I said Illinois. Chicago, 179. New York, 124. Baltimore, Maryland with 84. Pittsburgh with 80. And Washington, D.C. I don't usually see D.C. on my list, but they're on there today. Baltimore is up there. Washington's up there. What's that? The DMV? Isn't that like Maryland, Virginia? Okay. So that is the report for foreclosures. What are y'all thinking? What y'all think? Let me drop the article in case y'all want to read it. In case y'all want to do videos about it yourself, like I do videos. If y'all do foreclosure videos, just tag me and I'll share it. You know I will. Y'all know I will share your foreclosure videos if you tag me. But those are the numbers for May, right? So let me share something else with y'all and then we'll jump into some auction stuff. But did my screen change? It did. Y'all know I like to show this in case you weren't here on in case you missed last Sunday's live. HUD puts out that survey. I like to compare, even though everybody's numbers are so off. That's why I don't trust anybody's numbers, because everybody's numbers are so different, right? Because HUD said, what we got here? We had 11.4% or 5.2 million renter households were behind on their rental payments in April. We've got 5.7 or 4.67 million homeowner households were behind on their mortgage payments in April, right? 1.07 million homeowners feared foreclosure was imminent in the next 2 months. So that's why I always think that these numbers haven't changed, honestly. Like, these numbers haven't changed. But when you look at Adam, the report I just went over, it's like, it's only like 30,000 people in foreclosure. And, the numbers just are so different. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to believe anything. And if I go back to, 2022, that was right after, what month this is? This is June. Let's look at June 2022. I know y'all like, Ashley, you just jump all over the place, but y'all know how I do. June 2022. What are we in? We 2024, right? So this is 2022. Let's see where the numbers were in 2022. 14% or 6.3 million renter households were behind. That's right coming out of COVID, right? Homeowners equity continue to show substantial gain, blah, 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 blah. This is 2022. 4.57 million homeowner households were behind on their mortgage payment. This was June 2022. This is June 2024. And we sitting at 4 million. We were sitting, y'all see what I'm saying? Like, the numbers haven't changed in 2 years. So look, if you was behind in 2022, you behind in 2024 too, is what it looked like to me. Hold on. Let's look at 2020. That's the year we don't even talk about in 2020. We don't even talk about 2020. June 2021, where were we sitting at on forbearance? Sometimes they don't even show the numbers because they probably so big, so they put it in percentages. Let's see if they show July 2021. Nope. Let's see if they show August. Here we go. August of 2021. We had 6.8 million renters behind on their payments, and we had 5.4 million homeowner households were behind on their mortgage in 2021. Yeah, 2021. And here we are in 2024 with 4.57 million. So again, y'all understand why I'm saying a lot of people have not paid since COVID, right? So we're going on, shoot, if this is June, the middle of June, that's 4 years. If we hit 2025, that means people haven't paid in 5 years, haven't paid their mortgage, right? Let's look at 2020. That was a bad year for all of us. They didn't even have it. Forbearance on mortgage loans was stable. Let's see. We'll do the end of 2020. Where I don't even see it. Did they not? They probably numbers so bad they didn't even post it anymore. 2020. Oh, they put it in the percentages. Serious delinquencies. I'm sorry, I try to highlight it so y'all can see it. Mortgage delinquency, prime, subprime. Y'all got to do the calculation of this. I can't do the calculation in my head. Foreclosure starts, completion, short sales, REOs. Here's the website, y'all. So y'all can keep track of it and bookmark it. Y'all know I share that with y'all so y'all can keep up with this, but y'all can look at the numbers. But they do, HUD post them. And again, I always tell y'all can go back to 2008, right? Y'all can go back to when the market crashed. They used to have 2008. There's 2010 on there. I'm not gonna go through all that, but y'all can go through it. I'm not gonna go through all that because I can go down a rabbit hole and you'd be like, Ashley, it's too much. But y'all go on there and look, and these come out, every month. They tell you the delinquency rates, and y'all can see all of that. So just a little bit of information. But my point is, and my point remains the same. People have not paid their mortgage in like 5 years. Like millions of people have not paid their mortgage since COVID. the numbers aren't super drastic. Like 2021, we were at what, 5 million people behind on their mortgage. It's 2024. We still got sitting at 4 something, even though I don't believe that number. I don't believe that number at all. But as you can see, the numbers have not changed in like drastically over a 4-year period. So just know it's a lot of people who ain't paid their mortgage. It's a lot of people living, that's all I can say. So, how does that work? Is it a forbearance? I mean, it was so many programs and so many assistance. When COVID came out, they put everybody in forbearance. You could they had like 18-month forbearances, right? You could go into forbearance for 18 months. And then then the modification option popped up. And then everybody started doing modifications, or at least applying for modifications. And then the modification process held you for a long time for you not paying. And then people came out of modification, still didn't pay the modification, right? And then they'll put you back in forbearance again. And then some people like refinanced, and some people just not paying. And there's no consequence. I mean, after you look, if you can go 18 months and not pay, and then you come out of forbearance and then you don't pay again, and then don't nothing happen, and then you go a couple more months and you don't pay, and don't nothing happen. I think some people just get comfortable in not paying. They're like, nothing's gonna happen. Like, I ain't paid in 3 years. So like, what's to is it a PDF? Let me pull the site for you. But you know what I mean? But that's like I told y'all, that lady who called me, and her auction was literally 2 hours. That lady texted me and said, my house is going up for auction in 2 hours. And I couldn't save her. I could not. I called the bank. Like, I knew the bank president, and called, and he was like, oh no, we've been trying to reach that lady for months, and she has not responded to us. Like, her house going up for auction today. But she hadn't paid since like last year, like August of last year. And I asked her, I said, when the last time you talked to the bank? And she's like, I haven't talked to the bank. And I'm like, oh, but that day she was like, but my auction is scheduled for today. And that day her house went up for auction. Right. But I'm sure she was, because I'm always trying to feel like, what's going on in your mind that you would wait until 2 hours before your auction to try to do something. You know what I mean? So I'm not judging, but I'm like, what is that mindset? And I think it's because she's like, well, heck, I haven't paid in a year and nothing happened. Why would I think that my house is going up for auction today? Right. And I think maybe, or people just be in denial, or right, avoidance. And some people they get paralyzed, right, in hard situations. But hey, you guys, we can do hard things. We're adults, right? If you're not paying your mortgage, call the bank. They're not going to ground you. You know what I mean? We're not kids anymore. They're not going to put you in timeout. They're going to say either you can pay this, we got these assistant options, or no, we won't. You know what I mean? But we can call and see, like, we can have hard conversations. And I think she just avoided it. I said, so you haven't talked to the bank? She was like, I haven't called the bank. And you ain't paid in 8 months? She was like, and when her house sold at auction, because it went up for auction, I know the guy who bought it, right? She texted me and she was like, I can't believe I was such an idiot, right, to not think this was going to happen. And I was just like, all I could do was give her the guy's name who bought her house that had $250,000 worth of equity in it. That had $250,000 worth of equity in it. And it went up for auction, and she lost it. It went up for auction, and of course it sold. If you got some equity in your house and it go up for auction, it's going to sell all day, every day. So, and she lost her $250,000 worth of equity. But you know what I mean? They're in denial, or they just, I mean, if you haven't paid in 3 years and you still living in your house, you know what I mean? Like, If you let people skate, they gonna slide, right? They gonna slip and slide. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like if I was in that situation, I like to when I say this, I like to be in control of my situation, right? Like I don't want to be like looking over my shoulder, wondering if my house is going up for auction, wondering if, right? I need to know what's going on, right? And that's what I try to tell people when they reach out to me in foreclosure, right? Like you stay in control. Like don't wait on the bank to come auction off your house. If you know you can't pay your mortgage, if you know you can't catch it up, sell your house. Stay in control. At least if you sell it, you know the contract date, you know the closing date, you can get some money and move on. But you playing like guessing games. You don't know if your house is going up for auction. You don't know you know what I mean? You're not talking to the bank, so you really don't know what's going on with your house, honestly, right? But I'm always like, stay in control of this. Call the bank. Let them know you want to sell it. Do that. But that's just too much like right. But, you know, it is what it is, you guys. But I don't know. I don't know. And we don't talk about it. And I know I always get like, Ashley, why are you talking about foreclosures and stuff? It happens, right? Just because we don't talk about it don't mean it. We talk about the good part of buying a home and hold the sign and I love my realtor and here's the keys. But most people don't know what to do when they stop paying their mortgage, like, or if they get behind on their mortgage, right? So I'm like, look, don't just walk away from your house, right? But people don't know. You don't know. We can have hard conversations, right? That goes for life insurance, wills, all that, foreclosure, all the conversations that we don't want to talk about it. So, because we all gonna die, you know what I mean? Talk about life insurance. Talk about coming from an auctioneer that auctions off Big Mama's house every single week. I auction off your grandparents' house, your Big Mama's house, Mama and them house. I auction it off all the time because kids can't get together on the probate, on the airship, on anything, So that's all I'm saying. Have them conversations. And if you know you got a whole bunch of kids, get a will and get some life insurance. Okay. So that's all I'm saying, right? It's a shame you get people all in the house to talk, right? They need to be had. And y'all better stop having these fish fries and these GoFundMes. Get some life insurance, right? And leave your house to the responsible kid. Because they said death and divorce bring out the worst in people. I ain't never been divorced, but I auction off Big Mama's house all the time because kids cannot come together. That was my daddy's house. They didn't help me when he was sick. I'm not doing that. Nope. I'll be like, look, look. I'm not here to discuss who helped daddy, who didn't do this. Y'all fighting over this lamp and this. Your house going up for auction on Friday. Your daddy's house is going up for auction on Friday. So what you want to do? That's all I can do. So, or y'all refinance Big Mama's house, pull the money out of it, and then don't pay that refinance note, and then it go up for auction because somebody done pulled the money out, didn't pay it back, and now it's in foreclosure. So I see that all the time too. But such is life. I just try to come on here and tell y'all what it is, and hopefully y'all listen. No more fish fries. No fish fries when people die. Get life insurance. That's all I'm going to say. So, y'all, I've been on here an hour. I've been on here an hour. Oh, y'all know I got to show some auctions. First of all, hold on. Let me put my big face in the screen. First of all, I hope y'all have not been blowing up the MK Consultants website because they do not have next week's schedule up. So y'all probably been calling them and they done took the schedule down because I went to look. I can log in and see, but the one that I was sharing with y'all, they are not showing it anymore, right? So I don't know. Y'all probably blowing them up, trying to buy the houses straight from them. And I told y'all got to go to the homeowner. But let me share my screen real quick. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because some of y'all are like, what are you talking about? This site, I always share this site with you, right? And I always click on trustee sales so y'all can see auctions. So, hold on, you see, they usually have next week's schedule up by now, but it's only showing this past week's. So, I don't know if y'all done called them and now they're not posting the schedule anymore. But I'm sure okay, word for word. I think it says I'm not sure where to find foreclosure. I'll share that with you. I'll share a little something with you. But a couple auctions. Doesn't look like anything sold at auction last week. Lots of postponements. Lots of postponements. Lots of cancels. Nothing sold. Y'all know when this number and this number is the same, that means it did not sell. Oh, we got some big properties going up in Arizona. 1.5, 1.3. Well, it's big for Memphis. I know 1 million is nothing where some of y'all live. Oh, what is this? For $14 million went up for auction. Are y'all seeing this with me? Let's see what this is. In Alameda, California. Let's see what went up. It did not sell. Of course, it is a commercial building, right? Of course, it is a commercial building that went up for auction this past week. Did my screen change? Somebody blink. Let me know. Y'all can see what I see. Opening bid was 14.7 million was the opening bid this week. It did not sell. Build out ample free parking. Park highlights the landing in Oakland, California. Well, they went into foreclosure. There's commercial. We always gonna see commercial. So it went up for auction. Did not sell this week in California. What is this for $10 million? Same address. So they might have two different liens sitting out there because it's two different numbers. Y'all see this? The address the same. All that is the same. Opening bid is the same. But this number over here is different. So it might be two different liens that they tried to auction off on this property. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's a whole apartment complex, you guys. It's a whole apartment complex that went up. Let's see. It's in Portland, Oregon. The whole complex. It looked nice, don't it? Look, it's a nice apartment complex that went up for foreclosure auction this week. Portland, Oregon. Foreclosure auction. Let's see. So opening bid was 10 million. The whole apartment complex. Y'all see that? It looked nice. It looks brand new, doesn't it? I don't know. Well, that went up for auction this week. If the property was auctioned off, yep. If it sold, yes, absolutely. Let me show you what it looks like. Did anything sell this week? It doesn't look like anything sold this week. Okay, let me show you what it looks like if something sold. Here we go. That's the first week of the month. So that's Georgia. So I know something sold in Georgia. So y'all can go back and look and see what everybody who does overages and surplus can go back and look. See, you can tell like, so this sold. Opening bid was $250, sold for $407, right? Opening bid was $288, sold for $350. The numbers, they'll change. They post what the property sold for. Makes sense. The opening bid was $26,000, sold for $122. So that's what it looks like when properties do sell. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so there's one site. It does not have this upcoming weeks because y'all probably done got us cut off. Here's another site that shows auctions. They've got auctions in. Did the screen change for me? Somebody blink and say a screen change. They've got auctions in Arizona, California, Hawaii, Idaho, Nevada, Oregon, Texas, Utah, and Washington. This is another site. I just put in here, this week is the week of the 16th. Thanks for everybody's participation, for blinking for me. And then you can see on this screen, thank you everybody for blinking. Y'all are the best. Blinking and breathing for me. Let's see if I can make it a little bigger for y'all. Hold on, I'm trying. Maybe not. But you can see on this side, like here's the addresses, depending on where you want to put the accent on that syllable, addresses, addresses. But it tells you like a lot of postponements. Postpone from 6/26 to July. Postpone. Look at that, postpone. But y'all can come on here and see. They might have filed bankruptcy. That one's still scheduled to go. That one's got the opening bid, 1.9 million opening bid in West California, San Diego. Postponed 6/18 by bankruptcy. Opening bid is 200. So when y'all ask me if they filed bankruptcy, look, they still gonna auction. You can still go after people who filed bankruptcy because they just gonna postpone it. But they filed bankruptcy and still got an opening bid. All it did was postpone it, but the house is still gonna sell. So don't let bankruptcy discourage you. It's a lot of people. Opening bid, bankruptcy, sale scheduled. Come on, paid in full. That's what I'm talking about. 2225 Parallel Drive. Paid in full. They probably sold. Somebody probably bought that house. It's probably why they paid in full. But that's what I'm talking about. Get it canceled because you paid it off. You know what I mean? String bean. Y'all over there with me? Still strong. Good. What is the link to find what you're looking at? Okay, here we go. I'll drop it in the chat for you. Here you are. I am more than welcome. There you go. There it is, nationwide. But go in there and see a lot of vacant land. But that's another auction site if y'all were looking for an auction site. Oh, look, it's a house in Beverly Hills going up for auction. You know I'm nosy. Let's click on this and see what it looked like. Oh, they got it on the market. Oh, look at that. 10.9 million on the market. It's up for foreclosure on June 25th at 10 a.m. They trying to sell it. You better try to sell it. Built in 1986. Y'all see that? I always try to see when they bought it. You know, I want to know the history. What? They just bought it in 2024? That don't make sense. I'm here, you guys. Y'all know I'm looking, trying to dig. Y'all are seeing what I'm seeing. The history of it. I don't know. Maybe they refinanced it or something right there. I don't know. But it's up for auction on the 25th. If anybody's interested in moving to Beverly Hills for $10.9 million. Is the front door boarded up? Oh, no. That's just the design. Like, is that the front door boarded up? Well, there you go. But that's another site that y'all, I just wanted to share with everybody. Yes, I'm so happy that y'all found me. Y'all, it's been an hour and 18 minutes. Oh, couple last websites and then we'll be done. And then everybody's going to bed because I know tomorrow y'all have to go to work. Y'all know I love a good dailyjobcuts.com. Hold on, let's share the screen real quick. See what's going on in the world today. Dailyjobcuts.com. Sometimes they post your girls' videos on here sometimes, you know? Sometimes they do. But I go on here, Daily Job Cuts talks about companies that are, you know, related articles. If you scroll down, it talks about the layoffs, companies that are laying off, right? Federal Express, FedEx, you know, I'm in Memphis at their hub. Pfizer, 200 layoffs. You know, because the news make it sound like everybody got a job. You know what I mean? Everybody got a job and we eating pink Starburst, but everybody is not. Like people are getting laid off. On this side, it's the layoffs. On this side, it's the companies that are closing or have filed bankruptcy on this side. Okay. So if y'all come to this site, you can look and see bankruptcy. Oracle Advertising is shutting down. FedEx in Europe is closing 1,700 to 2,000 back office jobs. Best Buy. So, I know they all think we skipping through sunflower fields, but some of us are not. You know what I mean? CNN staff workers. So, daily job cuts, great site. Y'all also know I like a good old warntracker.com. It lets you know of all the job layoffs or warnings. You can go back to all the years, but I just do 2024. Did the screen change because I know I'll be clicking and typing and clicking. That's okay. My replay is always up. Everybody goes back and watch the replay if y'all coming in late. But Warren Tracker, they finally got Tennessee on here because we had some FedEx is laying off. We got a couple places laying off here, and it was showing Tennessee at 0, but now it's showing Tennessee at 4,293. California sitting at 35,000 people laid off in California so far. Texas, Florida, good old Florida. We love you down there in Florida. New York, 10,000. You know what I mean? Washington. But it's another good site that y'all can look at. And if you want to go back and look at different years, you can look at that too. But just thought I would share those couple sites with you. I'm dropping it, chat in the link. Boom. Warren Tracker, daily job cuts. The media, granted, the media have y'all thinking everybody got stimulus money and got plenty of money, but I drove past the food bank line last Thursday, and that food bank line was 2 miles long, right? The food bank line. I put that in the last video I did for YouTube. So, y'all know I don't believe the news anyway. I don't believe the foreclosure numbers. I don't believe, it's a lot of people struggling. So, and y'all saw the feds talking about they not cutting rates. We might get one rate cut. So I don't know. And even if they cut rates, right? Even if I'm noticing a lot more inventory coming on the market, a lot of more houses going up for sale. These houses are sitting. Even if they cut rates one time, right? I don't think that's going to bring out a ton of buyers to buy houses, right? I don't even think one rate cut is going to do that. But I'm definitely seeing a lot more properties going up for auction, not for auction, a lot of more properties coming to the market for sale. Y'all know what I heard. Look, I'm leaning in like it's not like almost 200 of y'all. So they said D.R. Horton got a big interest bill coming due. D.R. Horton, major builder, has a big interest payment coming due, I think in July. And they're trying to sell off their properties to hedge funds. Everybody trying to sell the hedge funds. I guess the hedge funds dog, we can't buy everything. But D.R. Horton has a ton of properties that they can't get off of, that they can't sell. And they have okay, so y'all know builders aren't just sitting on cash and building houses just to be building houses. They take out loans from the bank like everybody else, right? Builders take out loans to buy the land and do the construction, and they want to sell them, right? So they said D.R. Horton got a huge interest payment coming due in July that they are worried about, that they don't think they're going to be able to make. So they are trying to sell off some of these properties to hedge funds to cover that interest payment that's coming up. They're selling to these hedge funds at a discounted price, right? So we'll see, right? I don't vote with D.R. Horton anyway, right? But that's the word on the street. That's the word on the street, that they struggling to make this interest payment that's coming due. And so they're looking for some help. I agree, Long Beach. I agree that there should be a cap on selling to hedge funds and that kind of stuff. I definitely think they should put a cap on that. Like, I don't think a hedge fund should just be able to come up and, you know what I mean? R.E. Watchman did a video on that, like how hedge funds can come in neighborhoods and buy up the whole neighborhood, right? And then if it's not going the way they want it to go, then the hedge funds can sell off these properties at a discounted price. But that kills everybody else in the neighborhood's home value, right? That's not fair. So I think they should definitely put a cap on how much hedge funds can buy, and, you know, especially within a certain neighborhood and all that kind of stuff. Oh, okay. I will. As soon as I get off of here, I got you. Don't worry. I see your message, Diana. So, yeah, but that's the word on the street, DR Horton. Yeah. So look, if y'all come back and my channel is like gone, y'all know it's because I see it this. If you come in, I don't have a channel no more. It's probably because I gave y'all too much tea. So, but yeah, you guys, I think, okay, y'all been on here an hour and 25 minutes. Isn't the bill that been proposed to stop hedge funds from buying up? I think so, but it's probably gonna get shot down. You know what I mean? Like hedge funds, Congress, banks. Y'all know what I'm saying. They all play golf and go to church together. You know what I mean? They ain't shutting that down. You know what I mean? So, you know, when bills need to get passed for banks, right? When before the crash, right? Banks, there's a limit. Like banks weren't supposed to be able to merge with each other, like at a certain point, right? Because you don't want a bank to get too big to fail, right? So at a certain point, like during the last crash, they weren't supposed to be able to merge with each other. There was a law that said that they couldn't, like one bank should not have more than 10% of our country's deposits, right? So, but when the housing market crashed and other banks had to buy up banks to save them, you know, you just pass some laws because, you know, you pass some laws so it works in your favor. And I feel like a lot of times that's what banks do, right? If they want something to go through, or if they need a bill pushed or some restrictions loosened, you know what I mean? You just get what you want passed, right? You pay and you get the bills and the stuff you want passed. You get I know, right? You get legislation passed in your favor, right? You know what I mean? I be feeling like all them people bought in Congress. You know what I mean? If you've been in Congress over a few years, you know, you're not making your own decisions. You just got to vote the way your lobby, you know, you got to vote the way the people who pay you tell you how to vote, right? Like that's why they need term limits, right? You shouldn't be able to just hold a seat until you die, right? You shouldn't, like, I don't think that should be right. Like, you need a term limit. You shouldn't just be able to sit in a position until you die, right? You know what I mean? But what do I know, right? What do I know? But it is what it is, you guys. But over here, we're going to prepare. Over here, we're going to save our coins. If you got to put it up under the mattress or a shoebox, you know, you just do what you got to do to take care of yourself. Save yourself, right? Save yourself, because that's what they going to do every time. So, you know, I think that's all I got tonight, you guys. I put all the links to the mentorship, all the links to the letters, all the links to the courses is in. I pinned it to the top. I already said this is the last mentorship for 2024, you guys, because I'm not doing it for fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is like holiday and family time, right? So last mentorship. If you want to do it, don't forget the course. I'm mailing my letters tomorrow. I hope y'all are mailing. What else, you guys? I think that's it. Y'all know I'm on Instagram, Your Agent Ashley. I know lobbyists, like, y'all, there's some things that are not going to pass in this country, that are not going to ever change in this country. Like, clearly they ain't student loans. But when it comes to, like, y'all, I'm going to get my channel shut down. But when it comes to, like, gun laws and all that kind of stuff, that ain't never going to change in this country, right? That's never going to change. It's not, right? Not with what we got going on in Congress and stuff like that. That ain't never going to change, right? So anyway, That's all I got. I know they need term limits. Everybody need term limits. You shouldn't just be able to sit in there because after you've been in there for some years, you bought, right? They have bought you, right? You're not even making decisions based on your city or your state or your county. You making decisions on who paid you, right? And if never mind. Okay, you guys. So we're gonna wrap it on up. Hopefully, y'all learned something tonight, and I just didn't ramble like I usually do. I didn't go over PropWire tonight, but y'all know to go to PropWire. Check out PropWire. I've been using it. Go look at PropWire on the cities that popped up on the foreclosure list. You know what I mean? Oh, where do you find? Look, hold on, y'all. If you got a good night to everybody that's got to go, word for word with Prophetess Michelle. I got to answer your question. I got you because I said I was going to answer you. I'm going to show you PropWire. If you already know PropWire, y'all can go and go to bed because I know on the East Coast it's 10:30. Where I'm at, it's 9:30. In California, y'all just, getting up from breakfast in California over there on the West Coast, in Arizona and California. So, it is a vicious cycle. So let me share my screen with you. So everybody, y'all know a good site. I share with you sites that you can like REO sites. That's HUD, Home Store, homepath.com, homesteps.com. But a really easy source that I found that I share with y'all is propwire.com. It is absolutely free. If you are familiar with PropStream, it is definitely similar, but it's free. Okay, free 99. So PropWire is like a place that you can, let me just show you. Hold on. I feel like my chat is going over there. I'm trying to see. I do whisper, don't I? Let's talk about PropWire. So okay, hold on. That kind of, my screen changed. Here we go. Yeah, this works. Okay, so you said Orlando. So first of all, you can do any address, any city, any county, any state, any zip code. So let's do Orlando. So no matter where you live, if you live in the middle of the ocean, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It doesn't matter where you live. Put in your zip code, your address, your city, county, everything. I put in Orlando, Florida, but you can look up absentee owners, adjustable loans, auctions, bank owned, cash buyers, empty nesters, everything, intra-family. That's like probate, airship. Go on down. Pre-foreclosures, probate, tired landlords, sleepy landlords. I'm just kidding. Vacant homes, vacant lots, zombie properties. Zombie properties are properties that are in foreclosure or pre-foreclosure, and the homeowner has walked away from the property. But if you want pre-foreclosures and auctions, boom, in Orlando, Florida, you can even filter it by single family, condo, mobile home, multifamily, land. Boom. You know what I mean? It's all kinds of filters you can do. But we just did Orlando auctions pre-foreclosures. It brought us 1,202 results, right? And then you can click on them and it'll bring up the properties. Here's one in Orlando, Florida. They bought it in 2007. It's got $18,000 worth of equity in it. They got a second mortgage sitting out there. Womp, womp. Keep going. If I were you, I would go to, so then it tells its foreclosure details when it's going up for auction. Sometimes it'll show a date. They might not have gone up for auction yet. Boom. But I would go down here to the trustee attorney name, Miller, George, and Suggs. I would put that in Google and see if they have some more foreclosures because that's the attorney that has it. And then you can click on this and it'll give you 100 of them. So you could do hold on. You can select 100 or you could select all, right? You could select all 100. There it is. If you want to, you can skip trace them if you want to reach out to them, right? I always say save it to a list. What I mean by that is I would save it like Orlando, June 16th or something like that. Save it to a list. Boom. And then you could skip trace. Let me go back to property lists. Orlando, June 16th. And you could go through and then you could skip trace them. And skip trace means you can pull all that homeowner's information, right? And then if you want to reach out to them, if you want to send them a letter, if you want to call them, whatever you want to do, that is a way to get in touch with them. So no matter where you live, and even on this main page, you can look at owner. Oh, it's owned by an investment company. One of these properties, I just clicked on something, but I'm saying you can go here and look at the owner. You could look at comps in the area, history. There's no history. You can look at the market. Boom, boom, boom. But that is a good place to check out. I got you, Diana. I got you. I saw your message. It's a good place to check out foreclosures. If you're looking for foreclosures, no matter where you live, check out propwire.com. Yep, exactly like PropStream. I would say, and I've used PropStream and I've used PropWire, and they are absolutely really the similar, like honestly the same, and it's free. For what I do, you know what I mean? It's free, right? It does the same thing PropStream did when I had PropStream. So yeah, they are. So check that one out for Word for Word with Prophetess Michelle. Check them out for Orlando if you are looking for foreclosure. And anybody else looking for foreclosures, auctions, y'all saw all the filters. You can use them to reach out to people in foreclosure or whatever you're doing. You can use them. That's my point. Period. Because I can ramble. So you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. That is it, you guys. It is Sunday. So I am on Instagram, Your Agent Ashley on Instagram. I will be back next Sunday, you guys, at 8 o'clock. All the links, I pinned them, the mentorship, the course, the letters, everything is on the link. If you got questions, Your Agent Ashley at gmail.com, you guys. And that's all I got. Y'all go to bed. Go to bed and then wake up and do some work tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye, you guys. Bye, you guys. I hope y'all learned a lot. I will see you next Sunday. I'll be on Instagram. Y'all know I'm going to do videos on all the articles that I just went over. All the foreclosures, REOs, foreclosure starts. Get ready for some videos on Instagram. All right, you guys. Have a good night. Bye, you guys. You're welcome, you guys. You're welcome. Have a good night and happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. I just put Father's Day. I meant happy. Happy Father's Day. Good night, y'all. Bye-bye. Bye, you guys.